Disney, for the love of God, stop ruining Star Wars. Hey guys, welcome back to Film Chaser, and today I'm going to be talking about the Mandalorian and Grogu movie. Finally got to see it. Never watched it in theaters. I wanted to go. This was one of my most anticipated movies of the year when I first heard about it, and I am so disappointed in it. Like, honestly, might be my least favorite Star Wars movie. The Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker really give it tough competition, but man, did this ever feel pointless. For starters, this did not feel like a movie. It felt like they took 3 or 4 episodes of the Mando series and stitched them together and had a thin plot line run through them. It's terrible. It's boring. Man, I never had a Star Wars movie just feel like a slog before. Like, man, I looked at my time like a million times. It was terrible. The pacing is god awful. The story to this one kind of feels lazy to me because to me it's just a recycled story of the Clone Wars animated movie. I mean, they tweak it obviously and change aspects of it, but in that movie they also had to rescue Rhoda the Hutt after he got kidnapped. It's like same plot in this one. So they're not even trying at this point. And sadly enough, Rhoda the Hutt is the most layered character in here, which is very sad. And he looks ridiculous with all those abs and everything. But yeah, he doesn't want to be rescued. He doesn't want the throne. And yeah, it just makes him a layered character compared to everybody else in this film, which they're all basically one-dimensional. And it's especially true when we're talking about our two main leads, Mando and Grogu. They come out of this movie with zero development. It's basically as if this movie never happened. They don't learn anything. They don't gain anything. It doesn't advance the main Star Wars story, the main plot lines or anything. So it just feels so pointless at the end of the day. And it was such a chore to get through. It is boring as hell. There's literally one part of the movie where everything just stops for like 20 minutes. Like there's a section where Mando gets like knocked out or poisoned or whatever. He's just laying there doing nothing for like 25 minutes in the movie. And you're just watching Grogu like trying to make a little shelter for him, go get some fish. And it's just like, what are we doing? You can only bank off of Grogu being cute for so long. And that's all this movie basically is. It's big CGI monster battles that you'll forget about 5 minutes later. Or scenes with Grogu being cute, where it's like, yeah, we've seen that before in the series. Yeah, it's still fun to watch, but you gotta have more to your story. Even Embo feels wasted in here. He's an assassin. A lot of people know him from the Clone Wars series. And yeah, he looks good and everything, but he doesn't get a whole lot to do. He shows up a few times trying to go after Mando and Grogu, and it's just like, whatever. It's just too bad that he's not in a better movie, because this is his first live action appearance. Like I said, he got the look down pad, he got his little dog and everything. It's just sad that this is the movie he got. And it just feels so episodic. It's not cinematic at all. You never feel like you're watching an event, which what Star Wars movies used to be. And it's just so unfortunate. And there's just so many times where I'm like, they get into these situations where they're in bad shape or they could die or get captured, and Grogu does nothing. He can control the Force. I mean, I know he's an infant, he's a child and everything, but it feels like they only get him to use the Force when it's convenient, like in the finale, right? Because throughout this entire film, he feels kind of useless for the most part, and it's just so inconsistent. It's like, oh, when we need to advance the plot, that's when we'll get him to use the Force to take out a monster or whatever, or to save somebody. But it's just like, you could have done that the whole film, and it just frustrates me. If I had to give some positives, I think the acting's good. Our main characters are still good, even though they're not developed. Just wish they were in a better movie, because this was crap. It was one of my most anticipated movies of the year. And then when it came out in theaters, I was going to go watch it with a buddy. And then the early buzz came out. The critics were really mixed on it. And the best thing I heard from the fans was, it's pretty average. And to me, this is not average. This is below average. And really, I think the worst thing about this movie is that it feels empty. It feels like a shell of a movie. lacking any form of emotion. There's zero emotion to be had. And you're watching this and you feel nothing. You don't even feel like a human. It makes you feel like a robot. I mean, at least some of the other movies that I hate in this franchise evoked anger in me. It made me feel something. I was pissed off. This one, I was just like I said, I felt like I was in a coma watching this. It's just, it makes you feel zero emotions. I felt like Dennis Reynolds watching this. It's just so unfortunate given the track record that Star Wars has gotten lately under Disney with, you know, I enjoy The Force Awakens and Rogue One is awesome, but everything else has really been crap. And when it comes to TV series, the first 2 seasons of The Mandalorian were pretty great, even though they were starting to get repetitive. The 3rd season went off the rails, and now the movie just proves that this franchise is in terrible hands. As of now, this is probably my least favorite Star Wars movie out of all of them, which is sad. But, you know, I'm going to have to sit on it for a while. It's only been a day since I watched it. Perhaps it will pass Rise of Skywalker and The Last Jedi, but at least those movies had something to say, even though they were really flawed and just had terrible decisions. This movie has nothing going for it, and I think that's the worst thing possible. So at the end of the day, I cannot recommend this movie, even on streaming. I'll say skip it. To me, it was bad, and I can't find any redeemable qualities in it. So if it's up to me, I would say don't watch it. If you are going to watch it, go in at your own risk because I've warned you. And if you enjoyed this little rant review of mine, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any future reviews. I will be putting out a couple movie reviews a week. Plus, I got short reviews coming out of all the MCU, going through phase 1 all the way up to the newest films. You can also subscribe to my other channel, The Movie Ranker, if you're interested, where I rank franchises. Don't do movie reviews, it's mostly just rankings over there. You can find links to those in the description of my videos, guys. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching.